Okay, a very good morning to listeners of MACCfm. Yes, I'm your favorite Chit Chat Wednesday DJ, J. Very simple. J stands for my first three letters. That's J, very simple. Or you can go by just the alphabet J. And also it's 3J. 3J campaign, which is MACC's latest initiative. Jangan Hulo, Jangan Kautim, and Jangan Settle. Right? Okay, so here on Chit Chat Wednesday, well, I'm back here after Deepavali, so it's very nice. I lighted up the whole city. I lighted up my life. I lighted up everything. And here to light up Chit Chat Wednesday is with me. I have a very special guest, and indeed they have sort of brightened a certain face of a very big corporate body, and this corporate body also has part of my name, you know, because without my name this corporate body will not exist. You know why? I'm talking about Berjaya Corporation. So my name is Jayanta in full. They call me Jay, call me Jaya. So if Jaya is not there, Berjaya is not there. It's just like, you know, MACC. If there's no Jaya, there's no Suruhanjaya. So it's like this. Alright, okay. Here with me in the station of MACCfm here on Chit Chat Wednesday Live is Dato Zurainah Musa, who is the Executive Director at Berjaya Corporation, Berhad. Good morning, Dato. Welcome to MACCfm. Oh yeah. So much of light, I forgot about the murku, you know, I've been twirling around, I forgot to put on the mic. Anyway, very good morning, Dato. Welcome to MACCfm, the studio, the one and only integrity, ethics, governance studio or radio program that you'll find anywhere in the world apart from Jakarta. So welcome
Thank
to
you.
MACCfm. My first question, Dato, is radio. You know, when you talk about radio, everybody would be thinking, wow, BFM, and then, you know, Light FM, and this FM, and Trax FM, and Surya FM, and so on and so forth. Suddenly you have MACCfm, enforcement body, having a radio station. What did you think first? Has MACC gone bonkers? Are they out of their mind?
No, actually, I said, wow, MACC has taken one step out of the norm. And this is fantastic to have a radio talk show and a radio FM. It is just fantastic because I believe that, you know, you're trying to get in touch with the public, which I congratulate you. Well done.
Because we have tried, we always try all kinds of methods, you know. We go on lectures, we go on public programs, and, you know, show our face. You know, sometimes when we show our face, they all run away. Because you know they have this fear. Oh my God, MACC. You know,
Me too.
You too. But I'm sure, you know, this is something different. You know, this is something very relaxed and all that. Not to fear, have no fear, because no, we do things without fear and favor anyway. So okay. We're going to talk about basically Dato. You know, it's very interesting, you know, to have you on board MACCfm and on Chit Chat Wednesday, and coming from I think you're one of the first corporate bodies to be featured in our Chit Chat Wednesday program here on MACCfm.
Thank you.
For listeners out there, you know, Berjaya Corporation has recently come into a collaboration, and I'm not going to talk about that collaboration. It's all Dato Zurainah. You know, she has to talk about it. I'll talk less. Okay, coming on a personal note, just to kick off a bit, Dato. You know, just like to talk. You know, because we'll only talk about integrity, governance, ethics, anti-corruption. Nothing else, no entertainment, nothing. But I'll throw in some songs, you know, some of my favorite songs.
Thank you.
So just to kick off, you know, personally, on a personal note, what is integrity to you?
Integrity, you know, when you say integrity, one person comes to mind. And the first person that comes to mind is my late father. He is a person of extremely high integrity because he's always said to us, when you do something, you cannot favor just one person. You cannot favor just one thing. You've got to be fair. Because to me, integrity is being honest. And when you're honest and you have strong moral beliefs, nothing can go wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong in life.
Just like they say, truth has no fear.
Exactly.
When you're on the path of truth, nothing can touch you.
Exactly.
Maybe initially, people might try to rock you, but at the end of the day, you stand strong
and tall.
Yeah, and tall. Okay, so that person, and you mentioned about your father. Anyone else that you anyone else who has in your upbringing, whether in your childhood or in your youth life, when we talk about the volatility in somebody's life, it's always during that youthful period when there's so much of excitement, so much of opportunity, so much of freedom, so much of moving into new realms and experiences, that sometimes we may tend to forget our path. Have you come across such a situation, and somebody along the way, or it could be a late father, it could be a teacher, it could be a close buddy, it could be a relative, it could be somebody out there that suddenly gave you this knock of reminder that, hey, watch out?
Yes. You see, when we were growing up, though I like to think I'm very young, but it goes way back. Yeah, that right is right, wrong is wrong. There's no grey area, and that was how we have been brought up by by my late father and my mom. Because when we step a little bit out of line, my mother comes to remember, you cannot do this, you must do this, you must do that. So the reminder is always there. Because I believe we are all human beings.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to take the quote unquote the easy path,
the comfortable path.
Exactly. Even though it's wrong, even though it starts with a small lie. They say a white lie. To me, a lie is a lie.
Right.
There's no white, there's no grey.
Yes.
A lie, when you lie, you lie. And when you lie, you have to keep remembering, what did I say? What did I say to cover another lie and to cover another lie? And this is what I try to instill in my children as well.
Honestly speaking, I was about to come to that question. Because when people ask, I take myself as an example. When people ask me, hey, are you really a person of integrity? It's very difficult to answer. Yes, I am.
True. Very true.
But I aspire to be. Because to be honest, like you say, we are all human beings.
Yeah.
At times, that white lie will come. Of course, it's not a professional lie. That is something that it's a big no-no. But at times, there's a little, what we call as, sometimes we don't term it as lie, but we may say that a bit of an excuse. Did you do this? Yeah, but a bit of an excuse, just to fade away, so to say. Does that still happen?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
I will not think twice to answer.
Yeah.
I'm only human.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes take the office environment. You want to get up on a Monday morning.
Yes. How do we distinguish and establish?
Yeah. And I always share this with my staff, my senior staff, as well as the junior staff in my department. I always say, if you get up on a Monday morning and you feel that, oh my goodness, I've got to go to work, then you're in the wrong job.
Oh, yes.
Move on. I always tell myself
I
that.
live in Damansara Utama and I travel to Putrajaya 45 kilometers,
Wow.
90 kilometers daily, up and down.
But you see, the job must excite you.
Yes.
So, you see, when the job excites you, or when you do something that you truly believe in, and there's excitement in that particular job that you're doing, or that particular work that you're doing, then lies, excuses doesn't come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though sometimes you would have that quote unquote Monday blues, or you feel down.
Yeah.
So I tell myself, if I want to take a day off, I take a day off,
Right.
and I will tell my boss,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling up to it. I have to take a break. And I'm very, very lucky. I've got a very understanding boss. He says, fine, do it, and then come back to work. But that doesn't happen every day, you know.
It cannot be a habit.
6 years I've worked. I think I did that once or twice max.
Okay, we'll just take a short break, and when we come back with Dato Zurainah, Dato, we'd like you to share about something on the aspect of integrity in Berjaya, and later we go on to the recent initiative that Berjaya has come on board in leading the corporate world in Malaysia into fighting corruption. So, listeners, stay tuned on MACCfm's Chit Chat Wednesday.
Oh man, there are so many cases of bribery at my office.
Dude, just report it to the MACC.
But this case involves higher management.
Come on, MACC is professional enough. Nobody is an exception. You know, recently they caught a few of the big wigs. MACC will fight bribery, but we need to help as well.
If you have any information on corruption, please report to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission. Call 1-800-886-000 or email info@sprm.gov.my. Let's make a difference. Fight corruption.
Okay, we are back on Chit Chat Wednesday, and here a special interview after a long time. We are featuring a corporate body, Berjaya Corporation, and representing them is Dato Zurainah Musa, who is the Executive Director at Berjaya Corporation. Dato, okay, just for the benefit of our listeners, what is it that you do in Berjaya?
Work. Everything.
Naughty boy.
We are the strategic department or division of Berjaya Corporation.
Okay.
We look at new businesses. We look at current businesses, the feasibility of that business for Berjaya, and we troubleshoot a lot of challenges that Berjaya faces.
When you say business and troubleshoot, my next question is going to be very, very linked to these two words. How is integrity your business, and how do you troubleshoot when there's disintegrity?
Firstly, Berjaya is very, very strict on integrity. We are
because you guys are really huge.
Oh yeah, we are
you have
huge.
so many businesses, and so many people to look after. So how is it that you really enforce and instill and enhance?
You see, what is important is we don't favor anyone, and any businesses that comes to Berjaya has got to go through our board, and we look at integrity without favor at all. And we instill this in all our works, the doings, as well as the staff. And it starts from the top. It starts from the top, and with Tan Sri Vincent Tan and Datuk Sri Robin Tan, they have set a very good example for the company. And with the executive directors of the company, we will have to follow that example, and we set the same examples. We will not bribe, or we will not accept bribes. And any gifts that are given to us must be informed to either human resource or to the bosses.
Okay, how is that mechanism?
It's simple. We are not encouraged to give out gifts, nor are we encouraged to accept gifts.
So this is a policy within Berjaya Corporation.
Yes. Yes.
And it escalates throughout the group. In all the businesses.
Yes. You see, during festive season, sometimes clients, friends send us hampers, and it is sent at the reception.
Tons of hampers.
Yes. Well, not tons. I see some hampers every now and again, and it is brought to the head of the division's attention. And if it's because when it's brought to us, we'll say that's fine, you can take that, and they take it back. Other than that, it will be shared amongst the staff in that department.
So every single employee that receives a gift, immaterial of size or value, has to declare it to the office.
Yes. That they are encouraged to declare it.
Or encouraged.
Yes.
Okay. And it's up to it's at the discretion of the
head
respective head of department.
Yes.
On what. Okay, that's interesting. Because we were. Do you have a no gifts policy?
No, we don't. We don't have
So
that.
it's a gifts policy.
Yeah, we are allowed to accept provided it is being made known to the head of the division and to that department.
Okay, under what circumstances or what kind of gifts that you would really say, oh no, this we can't?
We have not come to that. Normally, it's a hamper that we receive.
Okay.
So, I guess anything beyond maybe of value, like a watch or money, I don't think, we would allow that. I know we will not allow that.
Okay.
But so far, touch wood, we've not come to that. Yeah, because normally we are the one giving out contracts. We are the one looking for businesses.
Right.
So I don't think people would give us money for anyone.
But you never know, you never know. The world today is very creative. What you call the perpetrators of corruption, especially, they're very sleek, they're very smart, very innovative, very creative. So they find a lot of ways and means to go about doing things, like they say, the definition itself, to favor. To have a personal interest, to have a personal favor, to have something that favors themselves. Never. When I go for my talks, I always say, hey, any one of y'all, receive bribes and come back to the office and say, hey, I got this hamper as a bribe. Come, please share with me. I'm sharing with everybody. Nobody's going to do that.
Exactly.
Unless you have really received something, what you call truly, as they say, ikhlas, sincerely, and then you're free to do that.
Jay, just to look at integrity and bribes per se, I've been invited quite a fair bit by the radios, the TV talk shows, and so forth. Normally, when I go, I will bring one box or 2 boxes of Krispy Kreme, and that is being shared by everyone. So, but today it's a bit too early, so we couldn't.
Yeah, I did. Did you see anything? Anything at the lobby? No.
No Krispy Kreme. We went to your canteen or your cafeteria. We had a drink and we paid.
Did we charge extra? No. No. Actually, back here, this is something that we encourage. Of course, in the government system, there's a gifts policy. But here, in MACC, a few years back, there was a policy that that is out there, and we do not encourage anyone to gift us anything. There's no compulsion whatsoever, and the procedure is similar, where if anyone were to receive, they would have to declare. And
exactly.
Upon coming to a certain value, then they would have to sort of surrender the item to the head of department. It's up to the head of department to decide. Other things. Okay, now getting back to Berjaya itself. What else is there that is is there anything unique? Because a lot of times we go by things like which is very, very formal. Or law, this, that. Very strict, very sort of box kind of a thing. Is there something out of the box? Is there something very, very humane that what do you call, you do adopt in terms of strategizing your integrity enhancement?
You see, we work very closely with the MACC, okay, for example.
Kudos to Berjaya Corporation, for coming on board with MACC.
We had this program with you. It's called, if I'm not mistaken, Sahabat SPRM.
Yes.
Where I believe it's a very good initiative from MACC, and also Berjaya, without thinking twice, agreed to be your partner. Not partner in crime, but partner against crime.
Yes, that's what we want. We want that pack.
And we make it known to people that, look, we are not a company that would accept bribes, or we are not a company that would go do things illegally or wrongly.
Zero tolerance.
Yes, we have zero tolerance for that. And you see, you ask about the humane part of Berjaya.
Yeah.
The humane part of Berjaya
It's
is
like unwritten law, it's like the spirit of the company. You walk in and I feel we do not have, is there something like that?
it's a company that is based on family values. This is Berjaya.
Yeah.
It has got this underlying family values where the bosses cares about their subordinates. And whatever we do, we have to think twice. This is the rules and regulation. We don't have people at the door holding a stick or a cane saying you've done this wrong, you've not done this right. Okay?
Where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, we don't do that. We give you
The freedom.
the freedom to do what is right, but do not let us catch you if you don't do it.
Be responsible. I
Be
think that's the
responsible.
key.
And when you do something, it has to come from within. And I believe integrity has to start from the house. That is where it all starts. You cannot come to Berjaya and then you become a person of high integrity. I don't believe in that because it's a value that has to be instilled in you. When it's instilled in you and you see that the company that adopts these values, it will be part of you.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
And how is it that you sort of rehabilitate? Let's say you come into a situation and there are groups of certain individuals who end up crossing the line, or you find that there's a scenario where suddenly there's a period of somewhat there's a disjoint. How does then Berjaya take on that matter and push forward whatever rehabilitation?
You see, fortunately, Berjaya doesn't have those incidents. Yeah, and I have got zero tolerance for a person lying, and for a person
White lie, okay?
No, doesn't work. with
Okay,
me.
guys, no white lies. Huh?
They know. You see, I encourage them to be in, to have values. I encourage people to have that, and we have to set an example. You see, I believe in that monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
regardless of whether you're at home or in the working environment. So to me, in Berjaya, we do not have these instances that we have to correct someone or reprimand someone. We've not yet come to that. And I think if there is an incident, we will take that stern road.
I think the key here is to be honest,
Exactly.
to be open
Exactly.
about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I have a 12-year-old nephew, and I always tell him, sometimes they don't want to be reprimanded, so suddenly they will hide and like, you're not telling me the right thing. I say, why? Your fear of being punished or what? I say, don't worry. If you need to be punished, you'll need to be punished. But the level of punishment depends on the level of your lie.
Yeah.
If you're open enough and you say, yeah, you didn't do this, that's fine. If you're honest about it. Likewise, I think in the office, that kind of culture that gives you that freedom to even be able to commit a mistake that you did not intend, an unintentional mistake or unintentional, let's say you forgot to do something. I think somebody, the culture of, hey, it's okay if you have not done something. It's okay if you have not met the deadline, but be honest about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that should be inculcated.
One example, recently during Haraya, I received one huge packet, bag actually, with many packets of biscuits was sent to my office. So I accepted it because, to me, the person was not asking for anything and he gave. So what I did was I shared that with the department.
Right.
So everyone was happy, and I told my staff, I say, look, when this happens, when we share, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
But when I bring it back, just for myself, then that is wrong.
Yeah, you created a lot of
Yes.
questions.
Yeah. Why is she getting this? What has she done?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So it's always by example. It's very, very important, Jay, to me, because you cannot just preach. You have to act.
Very
that
true.
And
very
take
true.
that road.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a very poignant point there. And we'll take a short break. And when we come back for the last segment, we'll find out more about what Berjaya has done in terms of their collaboration with the MACC. And at the studio, once again, don't forget to tune in to www.macc.fm with me here on Chit Chat Wednesdays, Dato Zurainah Musa, Executive Director from Berjaya Corporation, Berhad. Okay, back on Chit Chat Wednesday, and we've got 12 minutes away from the end of a wonderful Chit Chat session here with Dato Zurainah Musa, Executive Director at Berjaya Corporation, Berhad. Okay, Dato, now comes the real big questions. That is, recently Malaysians, were hit by news, Berjaya Corporation and Sahabat SPRM, and they're doing things, and suddenly, we walk into Berjaya, and, we know that many people were running away suddenly when they saw, our guys in uniform coming on that day, and like, what's going on here at Berjaya? Berjaya never had, what do you call? I think the maybe the closest was Police Bantuan lah.
Correct.
Suddenly you find hordes of MACC officers in their uniform and all that walking in, and did all that. So just share with our listeners out there, what are you guys doing with MACC?
We love MACC.
Oh, thank you.
We applaud to MACC for doing the job that a lot of people dare not do. And we are your partners.
Thank you so much.
Because
it means a lot to us.
Thank you.
It means a lot. Because the fight against corruption is something that we have to do together.
Exactly.
Many people say, that's your work. I say, yeah, but,
You see, we believe corruption to be an obstacle to economic and social development. This is what we believe, and we are passionate about it. And also, when MACC came to Berjaya, and Berjaya is a big conglomerate. We have from the service industry to development industry in Berjaya, everything. We have that. So when Berjaya approach us, we say, hey, the biggest chain of stores that we have is 7-Eleven. And we say, okay, fine, we will partner with MACC, and we will do a program together where we put big, huge stickers saying that Sahabat SPRM. So that itself gives a loud and clear message to the people that, hey, we are a clean organization. We are here to help the country grow positively and to work together with MACC. We are not afraid of MACC. We are friends with MACC.
Coming to that afraid, the first moment, when MACC approached Berjaya, what was the first initial feeling?
Hey, we're going to be friends with them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was going to be, why are they here?
No. You see, we don't do anything wrong, so we're not afraid.
Because many people tell, why are you having engagement with us? Did we do something wrong? Any of our people, and they, they have this fear first, friends later. But now you're telling us a different story.
No,
it's
because
wow.
When we spoke to the CEO, the group CEO, Dato Sri Robin Tan, he says, good, go ahead, do it. Let's be friends with them, let's assist them, and they can assist us, because it would affect, when there is corruption, it would affect the country's growth, it would affect the economic growth, it would affect the perception of other countries, of the world towards Malaysia. When we take this integrity, corruption seriously, the act to make sure corruption is, would be subsiding, that sends out a very, very loud and clear message, not only to the people of the country, but to the world, that Malaysia is a safe place for you to come and do business, because we do it the right way.
Right. On the initiative of Sahabat SPRM, what exactly is the whole mechanism, and what is the role of 7-Eleven? Apart from sending a message that you guys are friends of MACC, and of course signaling to them that, hey, don't play the fool with us, huh? One call away and we will get the guys to come after you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We do not encourage bribery. We will not accept bribery. And if there is any form of bribery, we will be the first to make that phone call. Yeah, and we've got that huge sticker right out where it's so prominent in every 7-Eleven, and the message is clear, and the action will be taken.
So other than that, what does what would the 7-Elevens facilitate as a Sahabat SPRM?
Basically, we will inform you if there is any wrongdoings.
Okay.
We are there to ensure that corruption doesn't happen in 7-Eleven. Basically, that's what we will be doing for you and together with you.
And what are some of the future plans or initiatives in order to see this grow, maybe to different levels? Is there any ideas, any thoughts put into, to sort of expand, from just being like a warning signpost, but something a bit more, what do you call, participative in that sense? Any thoughts on that, or how about or do you all see other forms of initiatives that you think that we can work with MACC, and maybe not, I'm not only talking about MACC, but it will be selfish for me to look at just MACC, because today crime is crime. So we also have PDRM, our enforcement brothers out there, various other agencies who are all in the same boat, who are all in the same line of thought of enhancing integrity as a way of life, to ensure that there's no crime, or no crime is a big tall ask, but to put it, to minimize crime as much as possible, so that crime or any misconduct or wrongdoing does not become a culture, does not become a part of life, does not become the next option of thought in any person.
Okay, you see, one thing I am very impressed with MACC is you show the human part of MACC. MACC is not only about catching people, but MACC is about penetrating to the people, showing them that, look, there is a right way to do it. This is the message that you send out. There are options. Don't take that easy way route. Do not take that. This, when we were approached by MACC, I thought, wow, this is good. Instead of just coming in, finding, what you're doing wrong, you are here to guide us. You are here to hold our hands. And this, I believe, is something that is much needed in any and every country.
The preventive approach.
Yes, the preventive and the humane approach of MACC.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Heart-to-heart touch.
Exactly. And with Berjaya having various businesses, there is a lot we can do together. And 7-Eleven is just the beginning. We have got lots of businesses, we've got lots of opportunities that we are able to send that same message that MACC would like to send to the public.
Any time is a good time.
Exactly. And prevention is better than cure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We all, when we go out there, we always tell our audiences, they always say, wow, nowadays, we find that you guys are, a bit different, your appearance and all, what's happening, you guys, taking it easy or what?
Look at you, you're a DJ as well.
So, I always tell them, well, this is the smiling face that you'll see. But if you don't listen to us, then, my colleagues at the next layer, they're not going to be smiling at you. So it's better to deal with us, these frontline people who are always smiling and willing to chit chat, communicate, engage with the public and so on and so forth. Okay, Dato, just the last question. What's coming up? Anything that is in store in the near future with regards to this collaboration with MACC or any anti-corruption or integrity initiative that you all have thought about or planning to come up with?
I would love for MACC to come to Berjaya and have a heart-to-heart talk with our people. Maybe a luncheon talk.
Okay.
1 hour of solid, beautiful engagement between MACC and Berjaya.
That'll be very interesting. Because one of the things that the MACC is initiating now is the IBR. We brand it as IBR, Ikrar Bebas Raswa, or in simple terms, it's you put it in English, it's what you call anti-corruption pledge. Now, this pledge is not merely a pledge by anyone and everyone, but actually it begins with the people at the leadership level, people from the top. People who are responsible, people who hold positions of responsibility, people who hold positions of power, for them to initiate and take on this pledge, not to commit any act of corruption or misconduct and so on and so forth. And they take this on, and it's a good thought. I mean, you guys have so many businesses, and as such, you are responsible for so many things. You have power over so many things. Many people depend on you, on their livelihood. Likewise, you depend on many other people for businesses and so on and so forth. A slip of the thought can lead you to a different dimension, could take you to the right way or the wrong way. I mean, if y'all are most free. Like we always say, we are 24/7. We are just like 7-Eleven, MACC is 7-Eleven. Yeah, MACC is a 7-Eleven by law, for your information. Because if you read through the MACC Act, it says that an MACC is on duty virtually and really 24/7 in principle. So if you call us at 11 p.m. to give a supper talk, I would say dinner talk, supper talk, to your executives, because maybe that's the time they're free and easy and they would be relaxed.
We will try lunch. We'll not go supper. We'll go for lunch.
Yeah.
We look. Berjaya is prepared to do that because Berjaya doesn't fear MACC. We do not fear you because we are a company with high integrity.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, Berjaya is willing to walk hand in hand with MACC because we are here to be of service to MACC.
Yes.
We will work hand in hand. We will do programs with MACC because for us it's very important to have that message loud and clear, not only to the people of Malaysia but to the world, that Malaysia is a country of high integrity and we will not take any lesser than that.
Well, there you go, listeners. Those were the closing words from Dato Zurainah Musa, who is the Executive Director at Berjaya Corporation Berhad, and on their new collaboration with the MACC in ensuring that not only the business world is free from corruption, but their organization and the people that they deal with, or the people that they house within their business community, is of high integrity. And on behalf of MACC and MACCfm, Dato, thank you very much for coming on board.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll have a lot more initiatives coming on board. Feel free to give us a call, and we can come anytime. Like we said, we are just like 7-Eleven, 24/7. Anytime is a good time. Okay, with that, listeners, that's the end of Chit Chat Wednesday here with Dato Zurainah Musa, who is the Executive Director at Berjaya Corporation Berhad, on Berjaya Corporation's initiatives and views and principles in terms of enhancing integrity, as well as making waves in collaborating with the MACC in ensuring that the world becomes clean from corruption. So that's all from me, Jay. Till we meet again next week, same time, same place, same channel. Everything the same, voice the same, but we'll have a different topic. Till then, ciao, and always remember, jangan hulu, jangan kautim, and jangan settle.